Welcome back, mates. Crypto Lovers Trading Group. Hope everybody's doing well. Thursday morning, rocking and rolling into this holiday weekend coming up here in the U.S. We're talking altcoins. We're specifically talking this morning about correlated altcoins. Correlated to Bitcoin, correlated to Ethereum. We've already done a couple videos already this morning talking about, for example, the correlation with Ethereum in terms of YFI, for example. We've also got Link in the mix because it's really starting to look promising here on a low volume weekend coming up. Now we're talking Bitcoin Cash, and we know Bitcoin Cash. I did a video earlier this morning. Please check it out in terms of the correlation between some examples of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, and even Bitcoin Silver. Okay, of how they actually react to the price movements of Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin testing $50,000 today, mates, going in to a holiday weekend. Half day tomorrow for most people here in the States. Monday, people are off work. Institutions aren't at work on Monday. Wall Street, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, all that great mess. Okay, so how's that going to play out in the market? So we're looking at Bitcoin testing 50,000. Bitcoin likely moves above 50,000. Will it confirm? Will it hold? And if so, what is that direct impact going to be from a correlated standpoint for Bitcoin Cash? Bitcoin Cash is trading roughly around $670 right now. Up again, when I pull this chart off, you'll see entering back into the low 600s, playing it back up again. These are weekly trades that you can be making in Bitcoin Cash because of its highly correlated nature to Bitcoin. You never have to enter the trade in Bitcoin, but you can capture the price movement of Bitcoin by trading Bitcoin Cash at substantially lower value in terms of the asset, okay? 670 versus 49,600, right? That's what you're looking at, okay? So the more money that you put entry in that trade to capture the same movement, you're going to capture a higher rate of return for the most part on your P&L, on a leverage trade, than necessarily you would in a Bitcoin trade. Think about that perspective, okay? So if Bitcoin goes to 50,000 today, which means it would rise right now currently about 300 basis points in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash goes from 670 to 700, what's the greater rate of return? Okay, this is where you want to get your mind to thinking of playing the correlated trading method. Okay, now there are some things that you need to be aware of with Bitcoin Cash. We have not yet moved into the red hot. Remember, red hot is 70 to 80 RSI. We've not moved into that zone yet, so that is still bullish. Okay, we are coming off MACD cross. Okay, right in the middle of the zone here on the cloud. All right, and then we've got an overhead lingering resistance at 681. If we can break through that level, 681 to 684, you can see here going back to the 19th to the 21 zone. For all intents and purposes, we're going to move back to 700. You can see it right here. So that's really what we're looking at. Now the question is, what will we see with this RSI? Will we get into the 70 to 80 red hot zone and then sell down? Now remember, here's our last top out, okay, is 70. So we have to pay attention to that. Remember, you can use these RSI levels, okay, and chart them. And this is something I'll show you in the leverage trading course. How effective you can chart your RSI the same way you can chart your actual Heikin Ashi candles. And what that does is that tells you here that this is my top, okay, at 70. This is my top at 70. You've got a double top on the RSI at an RSI of 70. What does that tell you about that level in terms of relative strength? We're likely, okay, barring the low volume and barring what happens on a holiday weekend, that's the caveat here, mates, would see a sell back down, okay? And then we've got support down here at the 40 level, okay? And then overwhelming support down here below 30, obviously. So that's where we're looking at, and you want to concentrate on for Bitcoin Cash correlation this weekend, is watching Bitcoin very carefully to see how it reacts to its overhead resistance at 50. But that's a psychological barrier. All right, mates,